guys, happy Saturday. Jolene Kaiser here. Well, you know what happens when you are decluttering and going through stuff is you find stuff and then you get to like relive memories. So for those who don't know me, my name is Jolene Kaiser. I'm a fitness and health coach, a nurse, just a somebody who wants to make a difference, right? And be able to pass on like what I have changed and what I've experienced in the last few years. Like that's really what like my mission and my vision is about. So this like goes right into this, and hopefully like I can just get through it. So while I was cleaning, you guys, I found this, and for a lot of you it's like whatever, it's a journal, who cares? But literally in the outside of it, I mean, speaks enough, right? Okay, so find your voice, be fearless, make a difference, get inspired, have heart, do the right thing, surround yourself with good friends, take chances, ask questions, follow your dreams, discover your passion, learn something new every day, be kind and generous, live your life with abandon, make a difference. This is your time. Okay, so I open up to the first page, and you guys, like, this is just monumental to me. It's Sunday, June 16th of 2013. This is a day that clearly I'll never forget, and I was so glad to like open it up. I didn't even start reading because I knew there was going to be a lot like behind this, and a lot of emotion and a lot of feeling. So I wanted to share with you because when I first started this journey, when I first started learning about coaching and just like what it was, my mission was literally, I just wanted to help a couple people feel the same way that I was starting to feel. I remember saying I want to help 12 people this year in January of 2013. That was my goal, to help 12 people, one person a month. And now I look back and I'm like, gosh, I help like, you know, between 5 and 10 people a month. So it's crazy to think that in a few months' time, I knew a decision that I had to make. I went to the airport and I bought a plane ticket for a trip that I never thought I was actually going to go on. But people were telling me to do it and that I needed to do it, so I did. So I went there, nervous as hell, shaking, in a panic attack, and asked the lady a million questions. She thought I was nuts, and I purchased my ticket. And I was sweating like crazy. If you can just imagine the anxiety of thinking that you're going to be on your first flight by yourself and that it was actually going to happen, but I was going to waste money because I was never going to really go, right? That's what I thought. So I remember like the week before telling my husband, his friend Leon was over and we were in the driveway, and I just remember a feeling, and I just said, you know, if I get on this plane and I do actually go, I'm going to be unstoppable. Like I'm going to be unstoppable. And here we go, June 16th. So here begins my journey and story. Hopefully I don't get emotional, but I'm going to read exactly what I wrote in my journal. So here begins my journey and story of my first flight on my own in the beginning of something great. Most of the day, I was not bothered by the thought of flying. Once I had a very overwhelming feeling at the house, but it passed. Arrived at the airport and Ben parked and came back and waited in line with me. My bag weighed 39 pounds. Heck yeah, with 1 pound to spare. Haha, 40-pound limit then. Went around the corner and sat and waited until they announced we should be at the gate. Really didn't want to leave Ben and almost convinced him to fly by the seat of his pants and buy a ticket for him to come too. But he said no. Waited till the very last second until I absolutely had to go through security without any problems, but had the feeling of just wanting to start crying. The feeling of bugs crawling and my heart not being able, like beating so hard and not being able to breathe. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and by myself at that. He stood and waited until I was all the way through and waved goodbye and said he would call me once he got to his truck. First, I bought a water and some lifesavers for the flight. Then I went to the bathroom. Gave myself a pep talk as I stared in the mirror and sat and waited to board. Talked to Ben again and feeling pretty good right now. I boarded the plane and found my seat. Almost all the way to the back now, 34D. But at least I got an aisle seat. I called Ben and chat for a few and really enjoyed something we would have and had he been right next to me. We make up code words and I describe something since I don't want people to be obvious and let them know we're speaking about them. I tell him we have 2 CCs, 2 Bs, and 3 Ks. He gets all of it and makes me laugh. I'm feeling fine at this point. I did take 2 ibuprofen at the airport before I left. It is becoming real, and again, the feeling to cry, but I tell myself I'm fine and I'm going to be okay, that God is with me. The devil, you are not welcome here. You must leave. Flight goes to take off, and takeoff was a little scary. I jumped a few times, but as soon as we were high enough, I put my earphones in and tried to listen to my music. It helped tremendously, and I read a book, another personal development book, which I never thought I would ever read. Thanks to a friend for letting me borrow it. It was really good. I try and sleep for a bit, but that just doesn't work. And I get the feeling of freaking out, and so just decided to start writing in my journal. It's 11 p.m. and 1 hour left of the flight. I can't wait to land. 15 minutes until we will land. The fact that I have made it is absolutely unreal. I'm so proud of myself and excited to be there and get this week kicked off. I freaking made it. I got off the plane and go to get my luggage. I talked to Ben. I miss him so much already. It's kind of like a dream. I feel like I'm not even really here. And how in the hell did I get here? My luggage was one of the first bags out. Heck yeah. On the shuttle, we are later than expected, so hoping to still make my spray tan tonight. That's where I got my spray tan color from, people. Come on. Get to the hotel and oh my gosh, it's freaking huge and I have no idea where to go. A few other people that I have never met, Stephanie, Hannah, and Jeremy, meet me in the lobby and we go up to the room. I am so juiced and I really can't believe I'm here. Honestly, finding my way around to see people and just get here, it's really an unreal feeling. The girls at Knockout Tan are awesome and finally glad to be spray tanned. Back to the room and got some snacks. Excited to start the day tomorrow and first stop, Whole Foods. Got my earplugs and I'm off to sleep. Be fearless, make a difference. So like seriously, you guys, like I know some of that doesn't mean anything to, but I ended up ending every single entry with be fearless, make a difference. And the whole entire week I cried. I cried every day. I cried on the plane. I cried when I got there. I cried every single day. And when the week was over, it was like somebody pinched me. Like it was like I was in a dream. And I just love that I was able to capture all of that here. And then I can go back and like relive that as if it just happened. And that was truly like me busting through the own glass walls that I had put around myself, right? So like if you can imagine, you know I love my Post-its. So, it's like you got two walls and that ceiling, right? So like I'm on the plane, but like when I went, you guys, I felt like I just shattered the roof. I just shattered the roof off of my own self-limiting beliefs. By getting on that plane and doing what I knew I was going to do and getting there, I literally just blew through the ceiling of my own self-limiting beliefs. Like I busted that ceiling. And like I told my husband before I left for that trip, I said, if I do this, like I literally am going to be unstoppable. And I was. I knew that there was like a fire deep inside me that God needed me to be there. He needed me to propel forward and to get on the plane and do it anyways, even though I was scared crapless, right? Overcame and have overcome so many things because of that one decision. And so a lot of people think coaching is about, getting fit and Shakeology and all of those things. But the number one thing that coaching has done for me and why I want you to be able to see this and feel this and understand this is that it's helped me mentally. It's helped me overcome so many things mentally and personally, emotionally, spiritually. It's opened a door that I'm just so thankful and grateful for. And all of those emotions that I carried around with me growing up of just like literally wanting to be happy. Like if you asked me when I was younger, what do you want to be? I would tell you I just wanted to be happy. And that's pretty flippin' sad because I was a little kid. Like, what do you not have to be happy about? But I didn't come from the best upbringing. Who cares? Who cares about that? Right? But like, I just wanted to feel happy inside and out. Truly inside as well as on the outside. And that's what coaching has been able to give me. That's what the coaching opportunity has done for me. And that's what I want to portray forward. And that's my vision moving forward, is to help other people take those feelings of like knowing that you want more and that you're meant for more and just not knowing how to do it or put it out there, and then going for it and giving you tools and books and silly, crazy little $4.99 books from TJ Maxx. They have the cheapest ones and some of the best ones. I mean, when you open your book or when you open something to journal, do something that gets you inspired, like that makes you feel good, that you want to sit down and write about your feelings. You guys take selfies and document your life so that you can prove at those points, maybe that was the moment where your life changed. And I know getting on this plane and opening this book up was just surreal. I'm so glad that I journaled my entire week there. Down to like what I ate and how I felt and all the celebrity trainers and like how I was feeling, that's something that yeah, I can see the pictures and I can relive that, but these are my words. These are handwritten words. And so this is my words to you, is that if you wonder what it is about coaching, or maybe there's some other opportunity that you want to do, you guys, and it's not just coaching, but maybe there's a new job you want to take, or you want to move to another state, or you want to do something else, and you feel that maybe you should try it. Guess what? You can always come back. You can always come back to home. You can always find another job. You know, it's what makes you uncomfortable, which is what is hard, because you don't want to be vulnerable. Right? So when I make these posts and I make these videos and I share with you a part of my life, like, it's not just because it's what I do as a coach. It's because I know that, like, my mess is potentially someone's message. They need to hear my message. And if I keep it to myself, who is that helping? That's not helping anybody. That's not helping anybody if I keep all this to myself. I am no different than anyone else, you guys. I'm no different than anyone else who's sitting here watching this live or the recording. I'm no different than you. I've just started. I've already started on whatever that was. I've taken action on that. Yes, you'll get healthy and you'll get fit on the way. Woo! That's a bonus, right? Like, yes, I'm in the best health probably ever. You know, I've drank Shakeology for the last 3.5 years and I haven't been sick. And yes, I'm in probably the best shape I've ever been in. Like, it's been a journey to health and fitness, and that's great. But the biggest thing that's changed is my mindset. It's who I am. I'm not the same person I was before, because I want to help people. And that's what coaching has done for me. So I want to invite you in to see that it's not just about health and fitness. It's about so much more.